Welcome to a video that dives deep into one of the most talked about topics in modern relationships: why some men are choosing not to marry. If you've ever wondered why commitment seems elusive or why long-term relationships aren't transitioning to marriage, you're not alone. This video isn't about pointing fingers or placing blame, it's about exploring the deeper truths behind these trends. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, marriage is no longer the default destination for relationships. But why? What are the real reasons behind this shift? Is it personal, cultural, or something entirely different? We're breaking it down with 10 key reasons why men are not marrying, backed by psychology, societal shifts, and real-world insights. Some of these reasons may surprise you, others might confirm suspicions you've had all along. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or just curious, this deep dive will challenge your perspective and provide clarity on a complex topic. Stick around until the end, because understanding these reasons might just transform how you approach relationships and commitment. Let's get started. Reason 1: lack of clear communication. What it means: importance of expressing needs and desires openly. At the heart of every successful relationship lies effective communication. Lack of clear communication is one of the most significant reasons why men might hesitate to marry. Misunderstandings arise when partners fail to express their needs, desires, and concerns openly, leading to misaligned expectations. Men, like anyone else, value clarity, and when communication falters, it creates uncertainty in tension. Many men feel overwhelmed by the unspoken expectations placed upon them in relationships. If these expectations are unclear or contradictory, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy or frustration. Communication isn't just about speaking, it's about understanding and being understood. Impact on relationships: misunderstandings and misaligned expectations. When communication breaks down, even small issues can snowball into significant conflicts. For example, one partner might assume the other knows their desire for marriage, but the topic is never discussed. This can lead to misunderstandings where one person is waiting for a proposal, while the other isn't even sure marriage is on the table. Misaligned expectations can result in resentment, frustration, and even the dissolution of the relationship. Without open dialogue, it's impossible to establish a mutual understanding of what both partners want and need. How to improve: active listening, honesty, and building trust. Improving communication starts with intentionality. Both partners must prioritize active listening, where they focus entirely on what the other person is saying without judgment or interruption. This creates a safe space for honesty and vulnerability. Honesty is another cornerstone of clear communication. Partners must be willing to share their thoughts and feelings openly, even when it's uncomfortable. Building trust through consistent and respectful dialogue lays the foundation for stronger relationships. Examples: real-life scenarios. Poor communication: a woman hints at wanting to meet her partner's family, but the man doesn't pick up on it. When he fails to initiate the meeting, she feels hurt and assumes he isn't serious about the relationship. The man, unaware of her feelings, continues as usual. Clear understanding: instead, the woman directly expresses, "I'd love to meet your family soon, it's important to me as we grow closer." This gives the man a clear understanding of her desire, and they can plan together. By fostering clear communication, couples can eliminate guesswork and ensure they're on the same page. Reason 2: differing life goals. Exploration: when long-term aspirations don't align. Life goals are a critical aspect of any serious relationship. If two people's visions for the future don't align, it can create significant barriers to long-term commitment. Men, like anyone else, may hesitate to commit if they sense a conflict between their goals and those of their partner. Examples of differing life goals include: one partner wanting children while the other does not. Disagreements on where to live or what kind of lifestyle to pursue. Clashing priorities between career ambitions and family life. Why it matters: men may hesitate to commit if visions for the future conflict. Marriage is a lifelong partnership, and aligning on major life decisions is crucial for a harmonious future. When men perceive irreconcilable differences in these areas, they may feel that marrying would lead to ongoing conflicts or sacrifices that neither partner is truly ready to make. For example, a man who dreams of traveling the world might hesitate to commit to someone who prefers a stable, home-centered life. Without shared goals or a willingness to compromise, commitment becomes less appealing. Actionable tips: finding common ground and compromise. To address differing life goals, partners must have honest and open conversations early in the relationship. This involves sharing dreams, ambitions, and non-negotiables. While some differences can be resolved through compromise, others may require difficult decisions about compatibility. Finding common ground: explore ways to blend aspirations. For example, if one partner loves stability and the other craves adventure, they could agree to a stable home base while taking regular trips. Compromise: both partners should be willing to adjust their expectations slightly. Compromise doesn't mean giving up your dreams but finding a middle ground that works for both. By addressing life goals proactively, couples can prevent future conflicts and build a foundation for mutual growth. Reason 3: emotional unavailability. Defining emotional availability: what it means to be open and vulnerable. Emotional availability refers to the ability to connect deeply with another person by being open, vulnerable, and present in the relationship. Emotional unavailability, on the other hand, manifests as an inability or unwillingness to share emotions, fears, or insecurities. For men, emotional connection is often a prerequisite for commitment. If a partner appears emotionally distant or guarded, it can create a barrier to deeper intimacy and trust. Men may hesitate to marry someone they feel they cannot fully connect with on an emotional level. Why it's a barrier: men may feel distant if emotional walls exist. When emotional unavailability exists, it's like trying to build a relationship on shaky ground. Men may feel as though they're not truly needed, wanted, or understood in the relationship. Emotional walls can also lead to misunderstandings, feelings of rejection, or frustration for both partners. For example, a man might share his insecurities or struggles, only to be met with indifference or dismissal. This creates a sense of disconnection and reduces the likelihood of him wanting to deepen the relationship. Solutions: steps to foster emotional connection and intimacy. Overcoming emotional unavailability requires effort from both partners. Building emotional intimacy is a gradual process that involves patience, trust, and intentional action. Create a safe space, encourage open and honest communication without judgment. Let your partner know it's okay to express vulnerability and emotions. Practice empathy, show genuine understanding and care when your partner opens up. This reinforces emotional trust and connection. Seek growth together. If emotional unavailability stems from past traumas or fears, consider exploring counseling or therapy together. A professional can help both partners navigate and resolve underlying issues. Examples: fostering emotional connection. Scenario 1: emotional walls. A man avoids discussing his work-related stress because his partner often changes the subject or minimizes his concerns. Over time, he stops sharing, creating distance in the relationship. Scenario 2: emotional connection. Instead, the partner listens actively, saying, "I'm here for you, and I want to understand what you're going through." This response invites openness and deepens emotional intimacy. By addressing emotional unavailability, couples can build a relationship founded on trust and connection, paving the way for a lasting commitment. Reason 4: unrealistic expectations. Clarifying unrealistic standards, distinguishing healthy from harmful expectations. Unrealistic expectations in relationships often arise from idealized notions of love, influenced by media, societal pressures, or past experiences. Healthy expectations, such as respect, honesty, and mutual support, are essential for a thriving relationship. Harmful expectations, however, can include perfectionism, overdemanding attention, or expecting a partner to fulfill every emotional need. Men may feel overwhelmed when their partner's expectations seem unattainable or inconsistent. For example, expecting constant affection while criticizing efforts can create confusion and frustration. Unrealistic standards can unintentionally set men up for failure, leading to avoidance rather than commitment. How it affects men: pressure, insecurity, and avoidance of commitment. When faced with unattainable standards, men might feel inadequate or fear constant disappointment. The pressure to live up to an ideal image of a perfect partner can create stress and insecurity. If the relationship feels like an endless cycle of trying and failing to meet expectations, men may shy away from marriage as it appears to magnify these pressures. Balancing expectations: practical advice for creating achievable relationship standards. Open discussions: share expectations early and revisit them regularly to ensure mutual understanding. Focus on growth, rather than expecting perfection, value effort and progress in the relationship. Embrace flexibility, accept that no one can meet every need, balance personal fulfillment with partnership dynamics. Example: adjusting unrealistic standards. Unrealistic expectation: expecting a partner to always know what you need without communication. Healthy standard: clearly expressing needs, such as, "It makes me feel loved when you surprise me with thoughtful gestures." By clarifying and balancing expectations, couples can create an environment where both partners feel valued and understood. Reason 5: past relationship baggage. Identifying baggage: effects of unresolved trauma and negative patterns. Past relationship baggage refers to unresolved emotions, trauma, or patterns from previous relationships that linger into new ones. Common forms of baggage include trust issues, fear of vulnerability, or projecting past partner behaviors onto current ones. Unresolved baggage can act as a barrier to commitment. Men who have experienced heartbreak or betrayal may carry deep-seated fears of repeating the same pain. These fears may cause hesitation, reluctance to open up, or even a tendency to self-sabotage promising relationships. How it impacts commitment: hesitation due to fear of history repeating itself. A man who hasn't fully processed his past may struggle to embrace the vulnerability marriage requires. For example, if he experienced a partner who was overly controlling, he might perceive harmless requests as attempts to limit his freedom. These misinterpretations can lead to tension and avoidance of deeper commitment. Ways to heal: therapy, self-reflection, and personal growth. Therapy: professional guidance can help individuals identify and address unresolved issues, equipping them to move forward. Self-reflection: journaling or meditative practices can uncover triggers and create space for healing. Growth together: partners can foster an environment of patience and support, encouraging healing without judgment. Example: overcoming relationship baggage. Before healing, a man avoids discussing future plans, fearing commitment will lead to control or loss of autonomy. After healing, with therapy and support, he begins to see his current partner's intentions clearly and learns to trust again. Addressing past relationship baggage is essential for building a strong foundation for marriage. Reason 6: lack of independence. Exploring independence: why men value self-sufficient partners. Independence in a relationship is about maintaining one's sense of identity and self-worth outside the partnership. Men often value self-sufficient partners who can pursue their own goals and passions while contributing to the relationship. Independence fosters mutual respect and prevents the dynamic where one partner feels solely responsible for the other's happiness. Dependency dynamics: avoiding over-reliance in relationships. Over-reliance can create a dynamic where one partner feels burdened or suffocated. For example, constantly seeking validation or needing the other person to manage emotional well-being can lead to resentment. This dynamic may cause men to fear the long-term implications of such dependency in a marriage. Healthy independence ensures both partners contribute equally to the relationship and retain their sense of individuality. It creates a balanced dynamic where both people feel empowered rather than burdened. Encouragement: building confidence and independence outside the partnership. Pursue passions: encourage each other to explore hobbies, career ambitions, and friendships outside the relationship. Celebrate individuality, appreciate and support each other's strengths and unique qualities. Develop self-reliance, build emotional resilience through personal growth, mindfulness, and self-care practices. Example, balancing independence. Over-reliance, a woman expects her partner to spend all his free time with her, leaving little space for personal interests. Healthy independence, she nurtures her own hobbies and friendships, allowing her partner to do the same, which strengthens their connection when they come together. By fostering independence, couples create a dynamic where both partners feel supported, valued, and free to grow as individuals. This balance often makes the prospect of marriage more appealing and sustainable. Reason 7. Incompatible values or beliefs. Defining core values, why shared principles are crucial. Core values are the guiding principles that shape our perspectives, decisions, and lifestyles. These include beliefs about family, career, religion, politics, and personal ethics. For a relationship to thrive, partners often need to align on fundamental values or at least have mutual respect for differing ones. Shared principles serve as a foundation for navigating challenges and making decisions together. For example, if one partner values financial security above all while the other prioritizes spontaneity and adventure, conflicts may arise in planning their future. Such misalignments can create tension and prevent deeper commitment. When conflicts arise, religion, politics, ethics, and their role in commitment. Topics like religion, political ideology, and ethical stances can significantly influence a man's decision to marry. If these beliefs are incompatible, they may lead to ongoing disputes or unresolved tension. For instance, religion, one partner may want to raise children in a specific faith, while the other may not prioritize religion at all. Politics, deep political divides can create friction, especially in today's polarized climate. Ethics, conflicting views on major issues like lifestyle choices, parenting, or philanthropy can hinder harmony. Finding alignment, navigating differences respectfully. Open dialogue, discuss values early in the relationship to understand compatibility. Compromise, focus on areas of overlap and find solutions for differences. Respect, even if you don't agree on everything, mutual respect for each other's beliefs can bridge gaps. By fostering understanding and compromise, couples can work through differences and build a more resilient bond. Reason 8. Fear of change. Understanding fear, why marriage signifies a significant shift. Marriage is a profound transition that brings new responsibilities, shared goals, and sometimes a loss of familiar routines. For many men, this change can feel overwhelming, as it signifies a departure from the freedom and predictability of single life. The fear of change often stems from uncertainty, questions about how life will look post-marriage, whether personal dreams will still be attainable, or if the relationship dynamics will shift negatively. Men's perspective, concerns about losing personal freedom or identity. One of the most common fears is the perceived loss of personal freedom. Men may worry that marriage could limit their ability to make independent decisions or pursue their passions. Others might fear losing their sense of self within the confines of a partnership. Additionally, cultural narratives that paint marriage as the end of fun or the beginning of obligation can amplify these anxieties. Easing the transition, creating a relationship environment that celebrates individuality within unity. Reframe marriage. Highlight marriage as a partnership that supports personal growth rather than stifling it. Celebrate individuality, encourage both partners to maintain hobbies, friendships, and personal goals. Set clear expectations, address fears openly, discussing how the relationship can adapt to ensure mutual freedom and fulfillment. When men see marriage as a supportive, growth-oriented union rather than a restrictive change, they're more likely to embrace the transition. Reason 9. External influences and pressure. Family and friends, the role of external opinions in men's decisions. The opinions of family and friends often shape a man's perspective on relationships. For instance, a disapproving family member or a friend's negative experiences with marriage may cause hesitation. Men may feel torn between their love for their partner and their loyalty to external influences. Positive external influence can also play a role. Supportive family members or friends who admire a relationship can encourage a man toward commitment. Societal norms, changing perceptions of marriage. The societal view of marriage has evolved significantly. Once considered an essential milestone, marriage is now often seen as optional. Men may feel less societal pressure to marry and may prioritize career, travel, or personal development instead. Overcoming pressure, developing a partnership independent of outside noise. Build a strong foundation, ensure the relationship is rooted in trust and love, creating resilience against external opinions. Communicate, share concerns about external pressures and work together to address them. Set boundaries, politely but firmly limit the influence of family or friends who overstep. When couples focus on their bond and shared goals, they're better equipped to navigate external pressures. Reason 10, lack of genuine connection. Defining connection, beyond attraction, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual bonds. A genuine connection goes beyond physical attraction. It includes intellectual alignment, emotional intimacy, and, for some, spiritual resonance. Without these deeper connections, relationships often feel shallow or unsatisfying. For men, the absence of genuine connection can lead to doubts about long-term compatibility. They may question whether the relationship has the depth needed to endure the challenges of marriage. Recognizing red flags, when chemistry fades or was never truly present. Superficial interactions, conversations rarely move beyond surface-level topics. Lack of shared interests, few or no activities bring joy or connection. Emotional distance, one or both partners struggle to share vulnerabilities. These signs often indicate a lack of the depth necessary for a lasting partnership. Building stronger bonds, activities and habits that deepen connection over time. Shared experiences, travel, hobbies, and mutual projects create memories and strengthen bonds. Emotional vulnerability, encourage open conversations about fears, dreams, and past experiences. Mindfulness practices, activities like meditation or gratitude journaling can foster a deeper spiritual connection. Example, strengthening connection. Before deepening connection, a couple enjoys spending time together but struggles to discuss personal dreams or fears. After deepening connection, through regular, check-in conversations, they build a safe space to share and grow closer emotionally. Genuine connection forms the bedrock of a successful marriage. By fostering deeper bonds, couples can ensure their relationship is resilient and fulfilling. Conclusion. The reasons men hesitate to marry, whether due to fears, external influences, or personal misalignments, reflect the complexity of modern relationships. By addressing these challenges with openness, patience, and mutual respect, couples can build stronger, healthier bonds. Marriage, when approached with understanding and shared purpose, can be a rewarding and transformative journey.